Welcome to New Sky TV. It's explosive. The Palace Walls Promise a Good Man is a hit even before its release, with its forbidden palace romance trending overnight. The official cast announcement alone has countless viewers on edge. Who would have thought that a historical revenge drama with a rebirth story, yet to air, would garner over 1 million pre-orders and see its popularity skyrocket in just a few days? The core of all this is the ultimate palace romance storm crafted by Zhang, Jijun and Yiying. The coronation ceremony should have been the most glorious moment of Susan's life. She rose from a lowly palace maid, secretly supported by Wei Kongji, the eunuch of the Eastern Depot, step by step reaching the pinnacle of power. At that moment, adorned with the phoenix crown, worshipped by thousands, the palace walls ablaze with lights, it seemed all the hardships of fate had been erased. However, the higher one climbs, the clearer the abyss of human nature becomes. Behind the glory lies conspiracy, power struggles, unspeakable forbidden emotions, and a preordained life or death game. Zhang Jijun's portrayal of Wei Kongji is cold-blooded and profound, yet deeply devoted to Susan, his eyes revealing the duality of cunning and tenderness. Yiying Susan, on the other hand, is no longer a weak palace maid, but a vengeful figure with a reborn will, every step she takes cautious and sharp. The two are allies, pawns, and inescapable shackles of fate. Within the palace walls, there is no true love, only life-risking protection and betrayal. This extreme emotional tension makes the entire drama extraordinary from the very beginning. Even more anticipated is the parallel storylines of palace intrigue and rebirth revenge, featuring both sweet and bittersweet forbidden romance and suspenseful battles of wits. Every glance hides a blade, every vow could foreshadow the next betrayal. iQiyi's powerful April release of this blockbuster drama clearly aims to ignite the entire historical drama market with its ruthless plot and bittersweet emotions. As the phoenix crown falls at the coronation ceremony, as the truth is gradually revealed, and as love and power ultimately come into conflict, is the forbidden love between Susan and Wei Kongji, which transcends the palace walls, a destined redemption or a tragedy with a predetermined ending. However, at the very moment the phoenix crown fell to the ground and blood stained the palace walls, the gears of fate subtly shifted. Death was not the end, instead, it was like a rift tearing through time and space, pushing Susan and Wei Kongji back to the starting point of their destiny. When they opened their eyes again, the familiar palace wall still stood tall, and the familiar palace lantern still swayed, but their states of mind were completely different. In this life, they were no longer pawns to be manipulated, but those who held the chessboard. Susan was no longer naive, she clearly remembered every scheme of Prime Minister Zhou and his daughter, and she remembered the seemingly neutral yet murderous faces in the court. She learned to hide her sharpness, laying out her plans little by little beneath a gentle and weak exterior, and launching counterattacks step by step. Wei Kongji was no longer just the cold-blooded and ruthless eunuch of the Eastern Depot. He understood better than anyone that true protection was not about forcibly pushing someone to the pinnacle of power, but about shielding her from all storms, allowing her to choose the path she wanted to take. Their relationship also underwent subtle changes after their rebirth. Their deep affection from their past life was framed as a crime. In this life, they dare not easily approach each other, yet cannot truly distance themselves. Every brush past each other on the palace path, every glance exchanged in the night, is like a silent confession. Suspicion, testing, forbearance, and protection, emotions quietly grow in the undercurrents, both restrained and passionate, allowing the audience to feel a heart-pounding tenderness amidst the tense power struggles. As the plot unfolds, the pace of Palace Walls Promise a Good Man gradually accelerates. Prime Minister Zhou's conspiracy is gradually unraveled, the power structure of the court is reshuffled, and everyone in the palace is drawn into this turbulent game. Susan uses her reborn memories to plan ahead, while Wei Kongji secretly mobilizes his forces. The two gradually transform from fighting independently into allies fighting side by side. That transformation from loneliness to reliance, from defensiveness to trust, becomes the most moving emotional core of the entire drama. The most shocking thing is Susan's final choice. Having avenged her great grudge and with power within her grasp, she relinquished all wealth and glory. She saw through the true nature of the palace walls, not glory, but a cage that devoured the soul. Wei Kongji paved the way for her to become empress, but she turned and took his hand, choosing to leave it all behind. At that moment, the freedom beyond the palace walls shone brighter than any phoenix coronet or embroidered robe. This makes the Palace Walls Promise a Good Man stand out among numerous palace intrigue short dramas. It no longer simply tells a story of power struggles, but focuses on the choice between freedom and true love. Within the palace walls lies glory and scheming, outside lies ordinariness and companionship. Suzin and Wei Kongji proved with their lives that true happiness is never about standing at the highest position, but about holding each other's hands tightly after the storms have passed. Therefore, the rapid rise to fame of this drama in the short drama market is no accident. Audiences crave not only the thrill of revenge, but also the authenticity of emotions and the growth of the characters. From Zhai Yiying's nuanced acting to Zhang Jijun's cool yet profound portrayal, and the tightly paced, plot-twisting storyline, The Palace Walls, a love story is proving that short dramas can also convey deep emotions and complete narratives. With its April premiere on iQiyi, the intrigues within The Palace Walls have unfolded, the chessboard of fate has been set, and the story of Suzin and Wei Kongji is about to face its true test. When power, hatred, and love once again converge, can they truly escape the palace walls and stay together, as they hoped in this life? Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.